Still to come in this evening's South Today, it's 1974 all over again. 50 years after ABBA won Eurovision in Brighton, a new exhibition features the stories of those who were there. Your happy retirement, Pat, I'm sure it'll be an active one. Right, now we're off back to the 1970s, as you can see from the wallpaper behind us here. And a performance which launched an unknown pop group into the musical stratosphere. There they are, ABBA.
Yeah, the band won the Eurovision Song Contest, of course, at the Brighton Dome in 1974 with Waterloo, and it became instant stars. Well, to mark 50 years since that event, a new exhibition opened today at Brighton Museum Art Gallery.
Sarah Smith has been speaking to some of those who witnessed a momentous piece of pop history.
It was the performance which would steal the show. For a week, Brighton was in the grip of Eurovision fever. This exhibition, a collection of stories from those touched by it.
The big story is ABBA winning Eurovision in Brighton, which is a huge part of Brighton pop history. But underneath that is all of the collective stories and memories from individuals.
Jackie O'Byrne was assisting her father, a photographer. They were at the Grand Hotel to catch ABBA as they left for the Dome.
They came out of the lift in the most amazing silk, satins, pearls, but the men walked slowly because they were in platform silver, sparkling boots.
Musician Bobby Ward was also in the Grand that evening, watching as the band emerged.
So I gave Frida a smile and she gave me a wink back. It was just a moment in time of an unknown band who it was like I didn't know I was witnessing a slice of musical history.
Mel Bowden was the DJ providing music before the show.
The whole of Brighton was buzzing. There were parties everywhere. It was pretty glamorous for Brighton. 74.
Carol Theobald was in the audience at the Dome.
I do remember how outstanding ABBA was, and we had a score sheet in our programme at the back, and I gave them top marks.
Behind the scenes, Chris English, who worked for the electricity board, had spent the week ensuring there'd be no problems with power, but it was still touch and go on the night.
I suddenly realised that the amount of power that the Dome was drawing from the grid had shot up, and because they'd put all the house lights on, which had never been on during the rehearsals. So I panicked a bit.
The show did go on though, and at the interval this was the entertainment.
Underground, overground, wombling free.
A film of the Wombles exploring the area. David Grint was asked if he could drive one of them, Wellington as he remembers, around in his buggy.
It was a flash of 2 or 3 seconds and then something else, so you had to, if you blinked you missed it, but it was well worth doing, my claim to fame.
These images capture ABBA in Brighton before and after the win which would catapult them to fame. A show which 50 years on, those who were there have never forgotten. Sarah Smith, BBC South Today, Brighton.
Great memories and a womble in a speedboat. You don't get more 70s than that, Lewis.